Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow and join in now.
This is your host, Chris.
No! God, please, no! No!
I know, I'm sorry, but he's cheap and available.
How rude.
Right, Chris. All right, everybody, good afternoon. How the devil are you all? Now, if you're like me, you're in a little bit of shock. We've signed a player. Can you believe it? I've forgotten what it feels like. You know, I've had Nottingham Forest fans talking to me basically every other day saying, "Oh, we've signed this player. We've finally signed one," and he looks a good one. It's the Leicester City versus Brighton Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff watch-along, but we've got to talk about him, Victor Kristiansen, and who better to get the lowdown on him from a gentleman whose English is absolutely brilliant, which is great because I can't say I can say Victor Kristiansen now, as he just reminded me, and that's my only Danish I know. Oh, no, Kasper Schmeichel. Yannick Vestergaard. No, let's forget Yannick Vestergaard. Let's bring him in from the Facebook fan group for Copenhagen Sundays. Please welcome David. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm happy now we've made a signing, and he looks a good one.
We're sad you made a signing.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, that's what I like to hear, because if you were glad, then you're thinking, why are they glad to see the back of him? And we've had a few of those, I can assure you. But he wants to be a future Prime Minister, of course, so we could have the next Boris Johnson playing for us, God help us. But no, tell us about him. I mean, looking at it, I'm really excited about this signing. He looks a really good player.
Well, Chris, as I told you, we're sad to lose Victor. He's a great guy, a brilliant player, really good guy, and a clever guy too. As you said, did he tell your viewers that he wanted to be the next Prime Minister? That wouldn't surprise me. He attended the University of Copenhagen when he was signed with you. So he used to attend uni next to playing football. I did a mixed zone interview with him during the Champions League campaign that Copenhagen just did. And after one of the matches, he said now he had to go home and study because he had an exam. And another night in Parken, our stadium in Copenhagen, we got a photo of him that went viral because he took the bike home. No car, no Niklas Bentner there. Really good guy and a brilliant football player. As you know, he's what you call a fullback.
Yes.
He's left-footed. He's very strong. He was the strongest player of the Copenhagen squad. I just talked to our head official yesterday, and they did some tests, and I asked him, who's your strongest player? And he said, Well, that used to be Victor. He's the fastest runner. He max actions, all that kind of stuff that they measure all the time now. He was the fastest, the strongest. Really strong defender and creative forward on the pitch. He used to, as we say, burn the Super League in Denmark along with Mohamed Darami, who is actually now an Ajax Amsterdam player, but came back on rent for this season. So a really, really good player.
Can he, because I know Brendan Rodgers does like players that can play sort of multiple positions. Am I right? And again, it's all on the internet, so you don't know whether these things are true or not, but he can play a bit further forward, left midfield if needed, or left centre back.
Well, he likes to be offensive in his fullback play. So I guess he could be a bit more forward as well. But we've seen him as a brilliant player on the fullback, the left back, where he's done brilliantly.
I mean, I love you're saying all the right words to me, and I'm really sorry that I'm sat here so happy, and obviously you're so sad. But
no, it's okay.
We're
happy for him. And I mean, FC Copenhagen makes a record sale. It's not every day that Danish club sells this player for 20 million euro, which is a bit less than 20 million pounds. So I mean, it's a great sale for Copenhagen. It's a great achievement for the Copenhagen talent school. He's been in our system since he was 4. He's worked his way all the way up through the under teams, under 17, under 19, and so on. And then he started playing with the first team squad. He got a part of the first team squad, and the rest is history.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's under 20. He's had a good Champions League campaign. He kept
exactly
a certain Riyad Mahrez quiet.
Exactly. He played, I just checked it, he played 5 of the 6 Champions League group stage matches. I don't remember why he didn't play the last one, but he played full-time 5 matches, including the one where they had a draw against Man City in Parken. So quite an effort there.
No, good one. Now, we've got obviously James Justin, who's been playing that role. He's injured. He's out still for probably at least another month. Is Victor the sort of player that can, no pun intended here, hit the ground running? Because obviously you get some players that kind of take a while to settle in. Others that it's like they're just playing for their home team. I mean, it's a new country. He's young. He's away from his family and his friends. How do you think he will react?
Well, I think he's ready to play now. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago when the rumors started running about Leicester, and he said that he thinks he's ready to play, and I actually think he is ready to play Premier League. He's not easy to what you call to
transfer to move countries.
Yeah. I think he's good at that, but you can't easily. I don't
adapt to styles.
Yeah. He can do all of that. He's a really good guy, and he's not easily. I'm looking for the word, but I'll sure he'll adapt. And I mean, what he's done in Copenhagen, he had his debut during the COVID-19 in front of 200 spectators in Parken in a cup match against a small Danish team, and from then on he's played almost every matches, unless the championship last 10 championship matches of the last season where he got injured after the first one. So he was out actually there with some fiber thing in the back of his thigh. But he's a really strong guy, and he came back really strong.
You said that he likes going forward, and we have a youngster who will probably benefit from Victor coming in, and will allow him maybe to go out on loan. Although he's actually a little bit older than Victor, he can go forward and make those forward runs, but getting back and defending can be his weak point. How is Victor with that? How does he handle his defensive duties as a left back?
Victor is a brilliant defender. He's steady. He's calm. He's not easily shocked. He's a brilliant defender. So what I would say that he's most of all a brilliant defender, and it's on top of that he's a brilliant forward as well. So make no mistakes, brilliant defender.
And you obviously sound really, really sorry to sort of lose him, but you've obviously got a very good fee for him, and I'm sure. Well, we know there's a lot of add-ons included in that price, and I'm sure in a couple of seasons he will move on. That's how we model the club. We like to buy. He ticks all the boxes for us because he's young. He's got the experience. And in a couple of seasons, hopefully not too soon, he will move on. And I'm sure, like I say, you've got a sell-on clause for that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's played in all the Denmark national sides, sort of from the under 12s, I think it is, but certainly up to the age. He's yet to make his debut for the first team.
Will come, no doubt.
That's not going to be so long, is it?
Yeah, no, exactly. Denmark just played World Cup, and there was a discussion whether or not he should go with the team. He didn't, but he could have been one of the players. That wouldn't have surprised anyone. And there's no doubt if he plays with you, and I hope, of course, for you and for him that he does, he will be a part of the Denmark national team, the first team. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, one of the gentlemen that are watching, and I'll let you go after this question, and I really do appreciate you coming in. But Terry said, "Let's hope there's not too much expectation on the new lad." We had Harry Maguire. We sold him for a huge fee, and in a way, it was a huge fee. It was the biggest fee for a defender, and he's kind of struggled with the expectation, though he was made captain. There is going to be a lot of, because at Leicester we didn't have a lot of. Well, we didn't make any. Well, two signings in the summer. One of those was a free, so there was no sort of big movement. We're struggling in the Premier League. Only 2 points off the relegation zone. So unfortunately, there probably will be a lot of expectation when he comes in. Again, do you think that is that he'll be able to handle that?
No doubt. He's a clever guy. He knows about the expectations. He knows what they are. He knows the British press, undoubtedly. He knows that the fans expect a lot with you guys. I wouldn't think that he's a friend of Kasper Schmeichel, but if he was, he would no doubtably grab the phone and call him. But he knows what's going on. He won't be surprised, and he is ready to meet the expectations. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Or, of course, Yannick Vestergaard. He can always... Yeah, we don't like to talk about him, unfortunately.
No, I know.
You know what fans are like.
Exactly.
He hasn't sort of endeared himself. Well, no, it's not his fault, really. But a very last question now. I did say that was last, but just one more that Brad has asked. What's the most exciting aspect of his playing style that Leicester fans can look forward to seeing?
Well, I can't just mention one, but as I said, I think he's a really, really cool defender. But when I see him, I see this calmness with the ball. He takes the time to be calm, no stress. He's a calm player, I would say. So look forward to that.
Brilliant. Really do appreciate you coming on, David. Your group is Copenhagen Sundays.
Yeah, exactly. Copenhagen Sundays on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. There's a lot of Victor Kristiansen's pictures at the moment. And have a great match today. I'm sure you have a lot of Danish spectators now.
I'm sure. The thing is, I'm glad he signed before he watches us, because if we have a bad game, he can't change his mind.
I think he will be in the stadium today. I don't know, but it would surprise me.
Apparently he's watching. He's going to be watching, apparently.
Great.
And Monday morning, he'll be there on the training field, he said. So, I appreciate your time and giving up and coming on to this, David.
Of course.
Anybody watching, get over there, check them out. Like I say, Copenhagen Sundays, Instagram and Facebook, and on YouTube. Let's have a look at what our future player can do. David, all the best, mate. Good luck to Copenhagen.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate you coming on, David.
Have a great Saturday, great match.
And thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you to David. They're very, very nice. Thank God it's a absolutely excellent English. Actually, his English is better than my English. What can I say? Look, I'm excited. As Brad says there, calmness. I'm already sold. I mean, that's the second gentleman. I spoke to gentleman last night, and he was like he was a sports journalist for Denmark's equivalent of the Sun, and he was saying how good he was as well. I was worried about the expectation. That was a great question, Terry. It really was. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's going to be great. Look, I just got a couple of things to do. I needed to do that first just to get the gentleman on because, as I say, obviously they're an hour ahead of us, so he's got things to do at his end. But we will be straight back, and we'll be doing the live watch-along and a little bit of stats and more, I'm sure, on Victor. And we'll be doing that straight after this. Don't go away.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts. From Aldershot to Manchester.
From the Conference to the Premier League.
From San Marino to Brazil. If it's football, we'll talk about it on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Subscribe and join in. You know you want to. Leicester Till I Die Watch-Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
I love it. I will love it. Thank you for that. I just had to load something up. I don't usually usually have a bit longer to prepare, but like I say, it was fitting him in, and I thank him so much. Do be sure to get out over there and check him out. Lovely guy. Of course, we played them in our only Champions League campaign, FC Copenhagen. So it's Copenhagen Sundays, like I say, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And on YouTube, they've got lots of videos of him. In fact, the banner for his Facebook page is actually Victor Kristiansen. So he's just texted me saying thank you for having me on. I've said good luck for the season, and he said good luck back to you. He's sure they call him VK, so I think that's what we're going to have to call him, isn't it? Am I looking a bit dark? VK as well. Let's get to a few comments, because obviously there was a few hellos going on there, and I just needed to concentrate on David. But Pratt starts things you love to see. Does he? Yes, he does. Again, I've been that rushed. We're going to look at that in a second. Gray, KDH back, Madders on the bench. Let's hope it makes a difference. Let's hope it does. Hope you are well. I am Gray. How the devil are you? It has finished 0-0 between Chelsea and Liverpool. Actually, a very, very exciting game. I know the commentators on BT weren't impressed. I mean, they had Slippy G on, and of course, he's just a thriller. But I enjoyed the game. Get your predictions for this game in the chat. I am going to start it here with myself. I have gone 1-1. Brad has gone 3-0 to Brighton. Yes, well, in fairness, he's playing safe, I think. Finally, we got Victor. We did. Ivers. Ivers. All right. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there might be a couple of youngsters in there as well. Nate, good morning. How the devil are you, sir? I do hope you are well. Hope he is a wonder kid. Well, I tell you what, listen to what's being said about him. Yeah, I think he could well be. And I think he said afternoon, and then we're saying hello to everybody else. Spencer was in. Good evening, Spencer. How are you? Just bear me because I'm just trying to get the watch along up at the same time. Let's have a look what that is. They changed it all on my thing. Gray said he has 10 assists. Hopefully, Prem will get tore up. He sounds so good. And he's ready to go. He says, Madders will come on today. KD8 back, come on, you Foxes. That was a good point about the expectations, Terry, not going to lie. That was a very, very good point. Yeah, he turned a ticket down. Did our Terry. I'm not sure that was the best thing to do. We will see. Shall we not? At the end of the. Well, yeah, I can get Irish. I can get the Irish Premier League up. I'm struggling to get the. I'm struggling to get. I'll look at this in a second. There's that much choice. Yeah, how much have they added on? Good God. Calmness, I'm already sold on him already. Yes, indeed. I think he'll be a great asset. I do as well. Luke is in. Afternoon, Chris. How the devil are we doing? Fancy turning another fellow Chris round back to Leicester to have on loan in Chris Wood. What I don't get with Nottingham Forest is you made, and I know you had to make that many signings. So I'm not criticising you for making all the signings, but you bought more players than there was, I believe, squad availability. So why are you playing even more? Or were those players that you bought in the summer that shite that you've got to go out and buy? And I've got to be honest with you, I'm surprised. I am surprised at you buying Chris Wood. He's not exactly been popular at Newcastle. Maybe you'll play more into his hands. Anybody want to watch Kurdistan TV? I can get Kurdistan TV on. But where the hell? Oh, adult. I don't want adult. Oh, no. Oh, yes. So Gray has gone 2-2. I mean, they've had a little, well, as I say, they've had a little bit of trouble. They haven't let it bother them, have they? With the old Trossard problems. Steve Smart is in. Good afternoon, Steve. How are you? He's going 2-1 to Leicester. Let me just write these down, then we can have a bit of fun at the end. Terry, I was 1-3 Brighton, but now I guess 1-2 or a 2-2 draw. Yee. Which one are you going to go for, Terry? You got to pick one. Vedant's in. Good evening, Vedant. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I still don't really know, but Vedant is what it looks like, so hopefully I am close. He's gone 3-1 Brighton. LCF Gray, Wood is dreadful. It was okay when we had him, but we've kind of moved on, and he hasn't, you know. And if you speak to Burnley, well, they weren't happy with him, which kind of says it all. Matthew is in. Good afternoon, Matthew. How the devil are you? Let me write this one down. Matthew B has gone 2-1 to Leicester. And Shane is in. Good afternoon to you as well, Shane. 5-0 Brighton. Oh. I tell you what is going to be an interesting game. Let me just check when the kickoff is on it. And that is the West Ham Everton game. Because we could see the El Sacchio, as they're calling it. Oh, Terry's going to go for the draw. He's going for a Desmond. He's going for a 2-2. Okay. So let's have a look. Yeah, West Ham Everton is 3 o'clock. Right. Let me just try and find the link here. Like I say, do please forgive me. Normally I am more organized than this. Eurosport, Premier Sport. It's just that having the gentleman in from Copenhagen Sunday. I meant to ask him why they're called Sundays. I've no idea. Right. If anybody's got a link you can send me, I would be most appreciative, because at the moment I can't find Oh, what is this? What is this? I may have found it. So the games today: Liverpool and Chelsea have finished 0-0. Bournemouth are playing Nottingham Forest. Well, I don't know. Forest okay. I mean, they're not out of it, but they are certainly better. Leicester, Brighton, obviously, Southampton, Villa, West Ham, Everton, and then Palace, Newcastle is the 5:30 kickoff. Now we need a night ringer. We did. But that I was actually on a West Ham channel last night, and I went, that is the score that I would like to go for, because I do believe that would be the best result for us, and of course other teams around as well. Luke says last season we had 5 loan players, others running out of contract, players wanted to leave, had no choice to do what we did. But far too well. I mean, you sign the players, but I would have thought that maybe you wouldn't need to buy anybody these days, but in this window. But there we go. Mike is in. Good afternoon, Mike. How are you? I'm going to the match, going for a particular score. Veden, did Liverpool and Chelsea just draw? Yes, they did. Come on, any one of the two needed the full points to stay, but they did. Great has gone 0-0. I thought you'd gone 2-2, or is that for the game between West Ham and Everton? Just think, because I don't know if Brad is still in or not. If you are, pop up again, Brad. But just think, if Everton lose and they sack Lampard, and we decide to get rid of Rodgers, you never know, Brad. You never know. City 3-2, Mike has gone. Whoa, a goal fest. I don't think my heart will stand up for that one. 3-2. And he says, hi. He says, hi there, Gray. I can read without gaps. Who is your team again, Vedant? Liverpool bubble. I'm with you. Brain, United 2, Arsenal 2, Heart. I presume you're United then. I think I'm not sure. I can't remember who I've gone for on that one. But anyway, everybody's saying hello to everybody else. If you are new, please do me a great big favor and please subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely great. And if you've already subscribed, would you please smash the likes button? Because that also helps the channel. It puts us out there. Right, so let's have a look and see what we've got here. Doesn't that look good? A welcome post at last. Welcome to Victor. Get Lampard in for Brad. We love it when Frank keeps Leicester up. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Brad actually said last night that he would retire from being a football fan if that was the case. But no, that looks good. Victor Kristiansen, he's everything we want. He can play. He's an attacking wing back. He can play left midfield if need be, but like David said, he does get back and do his defensive duties. He can play left centre back, apparently, according to the gentleman last night from Danish BT, which is the equivalent of News International over here. Vaden, thank you very much. You are a gentleman, and he's quite flexible in that, and he's young. And apparently, I don't believe that. I really do not believe this. You know what? Some things are beyond a joke. Apparently, breaking news. You're not going to believe this, guys. Chelsea have put in a bid for Victor Kristiansen to buy him off us in 2 years' time. Sorry, couldn't resist. Right, let's have a look at the team. This is the team that we are going to be fielding today. 4-3-3 by all accounts. And we will have a look and bring that up. I did have it. So 4-3-3. So we've got, as we look at it there, we have got Ward in goal. No surprise there, really. I like Ward, as you know. I just hope that he can. Well, he's as good as his defence, I suppose. Back four there: Castagna, Amate, Faze, and Thomas. I mean, Amate, come on. We need. Soyuncu's going. Perez is going, and he's not even on the subs bench. But apparently, and I know Brad is really cut up about that. Midfield, Mendy, the holding midfielder. Yes, come on, I do like Mendy. The thing that Mendy can do that indeed he can't is pass the ball out. Indeed, he stops it more often than Mendy does, but he does pass the ball out a lot better, Papa Mendy. It is indeed. It is. Tielemans in the middle there, or on the right, sorry. Dewsbury Hall on the left. Good to see him back. Whatever you say, even if he has a bad game, his passion is just so good for the, he is one of our own. I don't think Nottingham Forest will be able to sing that for about 5 seasons. Sorry, Luke. But he is one of our own, and he shows it. He shows the passion. Then we've got Barnes, Pratt, and Vardy. Now, I've got to be honest with you. I love Pratt. I'm really pleased to see him back in the starting 11, as indeed did what Brad said earlier. I just hope that he doesn't have a bad game, because that's just what Brendan wants. It's an excuse not to have to play him again. On the subs bench, Everson, of course, Soyuncu, the other day, Vestergaard, Brunt, Albrighton, McAteer, Madison, Iheanacho, and Daka. So not a bad bench either. I mean, Soyuncu, I would have him in. I would have him next to Faze. I really would. If only so they can get their hair locked into each other. John is in. Good evening, John. How are you? And you've gone 2-0 to Leicester. Oh, John Bird, you're no relation to Craig, are you, by any chance? 2-0, and he's gone for Barnes and Mendy. Wow. How much was that down the bookies? Go on, City, says Mike. And yes, Mike, on paper should have won a lot more, but there you go. I know. If only football was played on paper, we'd win the Premier. Oh, even if only it was played on FIFA, because all you can then do is stop after every game if you lose it and reset and play the game again. As long as you save it after every game. Was it just me that did that? Hey, I always won. Away fans will sing, "We'll take the ball off you, Wilfred Ndidi. We'll take the ball off you." Yeah, I can. I know where you're coming from there, Gray. Oh, agrees with me. CAG should play. Yeah. Scorers for us says Mike Barnes, Vardy, and Yuri. Matty's in. Good evening, Matty. How the devil are you? He has gone 2-0 to Brighton. And I say I completely understand. I mean, when you look at the last game we played, 5-2, it was 2-2 at half-time. We went 1-0 up after 1 minute. We let them get back into it and go 2-1 ahead. Then we equalised 2-2. And let's be honest, it should have been 6-2 because that wonder strike that they had, and I can't remember who it was now, should really have counted. We got away with that one. But talking about score predictions, here we go with the X-Foxes. So, like we say, X-Foxes and LTID TV. LTID TV, first of all, Brad went 3-0 to Brighton, like we said. I gone 1-1. Craig has gone 2-1 to Leicester. After that, it was a bit of a mixed bag. Jerry Taggart went 1-1. Ian Marshall went 2-0 to Brighton. Ian Wilson went 2-0 to Leicester, and we hope to have him on soon doing the show. Steve Linux has gone back to his reverse psychology in the hope that it will help us win. He's gone 2-0 Steve Linux. And Steve Walsh, after a bit of dithering, went 2-1 to Leicester. Although he said he was joking, and I said I'd say this, and he told me not to, so he may not talk to me after this. But I think he might have originally gone 2-1 Brighton. He sent me the text and he said 2-1. I went, yeah, fine. And I know Steve always goes for Leicester. He'll never he'll go for a draw, but he'll never ever predict the opposition. I mean, Marshy's not such a Leicester person, so he's quite on, he goes with what he thinks will happen. Steve's like me, can't go against the team. So I kind of know it was Leicester, but then he texted me 2 minutes later, he went, Brighton. And I went, really? He went, no joking, Leicester. And I went, yeah, I'm going to say that now. And he said, don't you dare. So he's going to go. Doug is in from Liverpool. Well, not from Liverpool. He's from Edinburgh, but he's a Liverpool fan. Good afternoon, sir. In bed with the flu. Oh, I thought you were married to Rebecca. Who's this flu? It's not that floozy, is it? Floozy? Flu? No?
Is that a joke?
I don't think it was. I don't think I can say that was a joke. But welcome along, Doug. I hope you get better soon, as indeed does Gray say there. Everybody's saying get better soon to Doug. 0-0, Doug. That was I enjoyed that game. I did enjoy the game. It could have gone either way, I felt. Both teams seemed to have, the better for about 10-15 minutes, then it would swing to the other team, then it would swing back. A good 0-0 if there ever is a good 0-0. But there we go. But Steve Walsh, he did go 2-1 to Leicester, despite what I said. And if we have a look here at the last 5 games going into this one, as you can see there, Brighton's philosophy, Brighton's form is a lot better than ours coming into this game. And fair play to them because they changed the manager and nothing happened. They were just still carried on. I thought when they would lost Potter that would be it. And they wouldn't, they'd collapse, but they've gone and got another good manager. And he's doing really, really well. Fair play to them. I mean, I hope they don't win today, obviously, but I'd love to see somebody like a Brighton go and get into Europe. Obviously, if it's a smaller club, and I still say Leicester are a small club, don't get me wrong. I'd like to see us do well, but if we can't, then I would hope that another smaller club, and it's great to see Fulham, Brighton and Brentford all doing well. But we lost to Forest, we lost to Fulham, we lost to Liverpool, we lost to Newcastle. Forget West Ham, that was before the World Cup. Not really bothered about that. Brighton, I mean, what a win. Sorry, Doug, I know you're in. It's not going to make you feel better. But Brighton beat Liverpool 3-0. He's in bed with the flu. That really tipped him over. They beat Everton. They did lose to Arsenal, in fairness, but 4-2. What a game. And they beat Southampton 2-1. So it's, the other thing as well is Forest have got to do this with Bournemouth today. We've got to do, well, we haven't got to do it, not bad, but they've got to beat the teams that are around them. And that was what Brighton did last season under Potter. They started off very well. Everybody was shouting how good he was. And then it kind of went off and they started to slip down the table. What they did was they was playing a lot of teams around them. And what they started to do was beat the teams around them. And that made the fact that basically moved them up the table again. So fair play to Brighton, fair play. Leicester sat in 15th at the moment, played 19, won 5, drawn 2, lost 12, -7 goal difference on 17 points. That is the one thing that will probably, if anything's going to help us, it will be that. It will be that. Previous 6 meetings, Leicester have won more than Brighton, but Brighton have won 33% of our last 6 meetings. Leicester have won 50, and 16% of them have been drawn. Guess who's reading the pie chart? But it's. And I'm not even. I don't know if you saw the stats show the other night, but it didn't read good for us. It didn't read good for us at all. Brighton are scoring for fun. Our top players, our top 3 players are Maddison, Tielemans and Castagna. So it's good to have Maddison back. Our top goal scorers are Maddison on 7, Barnes on 6. Their top scorers are Trossard. Oh. And I've got to say, fair play to De Zebra. Is it the manager? Fair play to him. He said, Trossard, I don't want him to go. He said, I want to go. So, right, I'm dropping you. It's good to see a manager standing up to players. Mike says, got a funny feeling Brighton will go down to 9 men today. Really? Wow. Okay. That could be interesting if that was to happen. Okay, let me... there we go. And don't forget, guys, we're trying this for a second week. Oh, Top's at the game. Top is at the game. Bless him, doing a lovely picture with a little young fan there. He's a lovely man. And whatever you say, and he's not going to please everybody all the time. He is absolutely a lovely, lovely man when it comes to that sort of thing. But he's at the game. He's obviously been here to complete some of the signings. Hopefully, maybe he's here to look at the Roo over Brendan as well. So, but just to say, for the watch along there, as you can see, rather than have the matchup with the graphic, because it never tied in with the with what was actually happening, and everybody was all on different times. So I'm just going to have the score there, and we will leave it at that. Normal rules apply, though. Do not give any spoilers out until you've heard me announce it. Otherwise, it's an instant kick out, and you are gone. We are family and not Sister Sledge. I see that Rogers is soon to publish his new book, Brendan's Greatest Excuses, Part 2. I thought he was ghostwriting Harry's when it said spare. Controversial. Right, kickoff is only a couple of minutes away, as you can see, and Doug will go through put your prediction in, Doug, and we will do that in a few minutes. And I'm just lining up because the match has decided to go off. So but we are getting very, very close to kickoff. This is the Watch Along, Leicester Till I Die TV. Please do subscribe if you are new, and also smash that like button. That really helps the channel as well as subscribing. But it is the Watch Along.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
And Scott is in, and Doug is in. Both of those are mods, and they have my permission that if there are any spoilers at all, that they will just kick people straight out. I'm very dark. Let me just have a bit of a, excuse me, let me just have a look and just see. I know you want to look at me more beautifully. I don't think it's going to work. Mind you, it does help if I turn the right knob. I do, it will stay like that. I don't care. It's too late. You can just... It looks like I got a suntan. Right, the score lines. I've gone 1-1. Brad went 3-1 to Brighton. Gray's gone for a Desmond. Steve S went 2-1 Leicester. Verdant went 3-1 Brighton. Matthew B went 2-1 to Leicester. Somebody went 5-0 to Brighton, and I've not got the name right. Terry went to another Desmond. Mike went 3-2 to Leicester. John went 2-0 to Leicester, while Matty went 2-0 to Brighton. I don't know what you've gone for. You signed him, mate. You signed him. What have you gone for? If you're still in the chat, Doug. Scott, what are you going for as well? And who went 5-0? Who went 5-0? 2-0 Brighton. That was Matty. So it was above that. I've written Brighton down instead of the name, which is typical. And the referees are just shaking hands. 3-2. Oh, Shane. Shane went 5-0. That was it. I hope you're wrong, Shane. So, Leicester are all in blue. Blue tops, blue shirts, blue socks. Brighton are in day-glow pink. I think that's the nearest you can say that it is. And they are day-glow top. Day-glow pink top, same shorts, same socks. I don't know what's happened here. We kicked off. Oh, yeah, it's just... I froze. I wonder why everybody's just still then. My screen had frozen. Leicester are kicking, as they always do when they win the toss, from left to right. And therefore, obviously, Brighton are playing right to left. Otherwise, it would be a very one-sided game. So here we go. Doug went 5-0 to Brighton. Doug. Oh. Was that because I said Liverpool won't get top 4 this season in the new predictions last night? That is it's almost like a highlighter pink colour that they are playing in Brighton. You know, if the lights go out, they'll still stand out shiny. I hope you're wrong as well, you know. Uh-oh, here we go. Gray. What a pair of Velcro shorts. They were a total rip-off. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I found that now. They've never won at the King Power. Well, those sort of things come back and, they change, don't they? They do change. So, Brighton have got it in the defence at the moment, in the centre, bringing it forward. Vardy's trying to stop him going forward, and he's still got the ball. What's he going to do with it? He's passing it into himself. Finally, he passes the ball, the Brighton defender. But they are having trouble getting it clear. Leicester get it back off them. Faze. Castagne's on the ball. Pratt there bundled off it, and I think Pratt has got a free kick with 2 minutes gone. So Leicester on the far side, passing it back into Faze. Do we say Faze or do we say Face? I say Faze, and it's my channel. Vardy. Oh, can Vardy get the ball off? Yes, he has he? Oh, he's got 2 players on him straight away. That was unlucky by Vardy. He managed to get it, but then there was 2 Brighton players on him straight away. So on the near side, breaking it onto the inside, into the middle. Now it goes across the field for Brighton. Back into their own half. Starting very tentatively, Brighton. If anybody's actually watching this, and of course I'm not allowed to have the sound on for obvious reasons, but if anybody is watching it with the sound on, please let me know during the match how the crowd are reacting. Especially if Brighton score or we take a long time to score. I think it could get toxic. And has anybody seen yet any protest against Brendan because Top is there today? Brighton here down the near side. I'll keep us informed on that one, Shane, as well. Because that is a real 6-pointer. What the hell was that? That's a ringtone I didn't know I'd got. What the hell? Yes, I know they've kicked off. Wow. That was, bloody hell, I nearly shit myself. What the hell was that? Whatever it is, I don't know what I've said, and I don't know what music that is. A wee bit scary, I'm not going to lie. It's Brighton here. Brighton are playing it at a very, very, very slow pace. There's Leicester City who've got possession at the moment. Coming forward, a crossing! Ooh! Nearly a mix-up there between the Brighton goalkeeper and the defender, the number 5. That was extremely, extremely lucky there. I've got to be honest with you. There's a great crossing from Castagna. Didn't quite get to Vardy, but talk about our goalkeeper not talking to his defenders. I don't think much happened there, to be honest with you. So it's 0-0 in all the games. Obviously, we're still only sort of a few minutes into it at the moment. Just over 6 minutes. Norwich beat Coventry today. Sorry, Coventry. And it goes against you. It goes against you. A corner in. It's cleared. Half cleared by Forest. Barnes has got it on the far side. Chipped back in from Dewsbury Hall. They still can't get it away properly. They're giving the ball away to Leicester, who then give it away back, but it's then back. And it's a free kick. It's a free kick. And the number 25 for Brighton is doing his best Oscar performance. There's been a penalty appeal at Southampton. Of course, they're playing Villa today. Oh, yeah, that. He ran into Pratt. Oh, well, oh, no, maybe he didn't. In fairness, Pratt went to kick the ball. He moved the ball away. Pratt's hurt himself as well. They shake, they pat, they kiss, they make up. So 7 minutes gone. It is 0-0. Do you think we're going to see any sackings tonight, guys? Marcus, you're in, Joe. What a gentleman. Thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate that. Oh, my chair went down. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you, sir. You can hear my clock ticking. Whoa. Oh, there's a cross over there, but Ward takes it safely. Right, okay, let me move my clock. Hopefully you can't now. I'll move it back to its old position.
Is that a joke?
I don't think it was, Doug. I don't think it was. So, 0-0, 9 minutes gone. They are taking this very, very slow, Brighton. I'm looking at Brighton and I'm thinking, yeah, they're doing this, and they're hoping they're going to sort of obviously wind Leicester up a bit, because obviously they're just dragging it out so that it's longer before we get a chance to score. But there's 4 games being played at the moment, and they are all 0-0. Brighton coming away down the far side. What can they do with the ball? They get a cross in, they can, but it goes straight to a Leicester player in the box. Leicester should deal with this. They've got it on the far side. Thomas. We haven't got it away yet. It goes back in from Brighton, and now we've got the ball. We're making hard work of this. Did the ball go out there? Yes, it did on the far side. It's a throw-in. Mendy couldn't keep it in. James Ward-Prowse. A lot of people have said to me that if we do lose Madders in the summer, that James Ward-Prowse would be a good replacement. Is he that good? Oh. If we lose, we're going to get top seat. Gray. Yeah, you deserve to be shot for that one, I'll tell you. I'm not a big fan of JWP. Has he got anything other than free kicks? Bournemouth have won 4 of their last 5 league games against Nottingham Forest, apparently. Now, they haven't shown... I haven't seen the picture yet of our new signing. Apparently, he is there. I don't know... they haven't shown him yet, but they did say in the paper that he was going to be there. I'm not even going to put that one up. I'm really not even going to put that one up, Doug. I'll allow you not to get away with it because you will. But that's your last one. Forest apparently, Shane says Forest have gone 1-0 up. Mixed feelings with that, to be honest with you. I predicted them to win. And if they do win, it keeps Bournemouth down there below us. So, yeah. Anyway, Castagna on the right for us. Sorry, Pratt was on the right for us. We've got a player down. It's Vardy. He's up. Doesn't shake the hand. He was offered the hand of the player and he ignores him. So Castagna with the throw-in on the near side. Almost level with the penalty box. And it jumps out. It's now gone out. It's gone back and we've got it on the far side. Mendy. Out to Dewsbury Hall. Back to Mendy. Back to Dewsbury Hall. Thomas. Back to Faze. We're back into our own half. Castagna now on this near side, hugging the touchline. Tielemans, not really seen much of Tielemans yet. Amati back to Faze. Faze comes forward, out to Thomas on the far side, just inside the Brighton half. Barnes, Thomas, Mendy. Lovely, lovely ball up into the box, but it's over the head of the Leicester striker Vardy. But the Brighton guys got it. What can he do with it? They're being closed down. Leicester are doing a lot of closing down at the moment, which is good to see. We don't normally see this, but Leicester are playing a very pressing game at the moment. Cheers, Gray. Thank you. So, Brighton coming away down the far side. He's been allowed to run. Nobody's going to close him down. It's through. Can he get the ball across? No, it goes straight to Faze. It's going to be a big game for Faze, this. He's not looked the same player since coming back from the World Cup. Oh, no, Barnes is free down the left-hand side. Oh, he cut it to Vardy, but it was behind him. Vardy's... No, Vardy's down, but it's not going to be a free kick. Barnes there, he should really, really have... done better with that. It went behind Vardy, and that was the problem. That was the problem. It went behind Vardy. 15 minutes gone. It was like VAR have written Forest's goal off. So at the moment, Brighton have had 26 attacks to Leicester's 12 and 8 into the final third. It's a free kick for Brighton. Let's just have a look at what's going to happen with this free kick. Midway, just past the centre circle into the Leicester's half. And I've got really, really bad connection here and it keeps freezing. It's chipped in from Brighton onto the far side, headed back into the box by Brighton, but headed clear. I think that was Tielemans that did that. But Brighton have got it back just inside our area. And they've slowed it down again. They are playing at a walking pace here. Actually, Gray, what is black and white road all over a newspaper? And it's not. It's an embarrassed zebra. There you go, you see. What is happening at Forest? Disallowed goal, it says. Bowley is indeed offside. He went too early, says Stephen Warnock of the BBC. As a big let-off for the Cherries. It was a set piece, poor defending. So, on the far side, Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Back into midfield. Tielemans with a long shot down the middle. Oh, it's a great ball. Oh, no, he's lost it. He's gone. It's run over. It's that final touch again. Barnes. I mean, it was a lovely ball from Tielemans. A little bit probably ahead of Barnes, in fairness. He did have some work to do. But Barnes connected with it, but then wasn't able to hold on to it. You know, that first touch was really bad, and it ran away from him and out for a goal kick to Brighton. It's still West Ham 0, Everton 0, Southampton 0, Villa 0, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, Leicester and Brighton are also 0-0. Brighton goalkeeper there having a little bit of a risky kick out. As things stand, Leicester sat in 14th, but we played a game more than Leeds and a game more than Wolves, and we're only a point ahead of them. And it's a corner. Is it to Brighton? Yes, it is. Chris Sutton's gone 2-1 Brighton, by the way. It's a corner kick on the far side, Brighton. It's straight into the box. We can't get it clear. Ooh. I think that's out for another corner, is it? Thomas is arguing. I think it did go out. Ooh. 65% possession to Brighton at the moment. They are looking the team more likely. Third corner for them here. It's headed out. Is that another corner? Yep. Vardy heading that one clear. So it's all push and shove in the box. Oh, it's come in. Leicester head it out. Straight back in. Kicked in there by Brighton, but well defended and got out. Can Leicester to break away now? Mendy. That was a foul. Surely, Mr. Referee. Yes. Went to kick it out, and Gross took one for the team there, I think, for Brighton in taking him out. He got away with it, though. He didn't get a card. So he got away with it. And it's back with Leicester in our own half on the near side. Both teams, they look like they really don't want to give anything away at the moment. And it's a Leicester throwing on the far side. What the hell are Leicester doing here? Castagna on the near side. Nice little turn. Was clipped, but he was able to carry on. According to the Leicester website, we're playing Walsall at the moment. Hubert's in. All right, Hubert, how the devil are you? Pratt and Mendy. Yeah, I haven't seen much of Pratt, but Mendy's doing very, very well at the moment. So what if you don't want audio commentary on this game? Tielemans having a go. And again, it's another throw-in on the far side to Leicester. 20 minutes gone, 0-0. Brighton are coming forward again on the near side, just outside the penalty box. Brighton player turns and goes down. Castagna. Nobody's appealing. I don't think that was a penalty. Facebook user, I'm watching it via Fire Stick. So it's yet another corner for Brighton. Four corners to Brighton now, 3 to Leicester. Oh, that was a high ball in there. I think Ward was bundled over. I think he's claiming for something. He wasn't given a lot of protection by his defenders. Yeah, I think he was being restricted by one of their players. But anyway, Castagna down the near side. Can he get a cross in? No, but he passes it back to Pratt. No, he didn't. It was Pratt who passes it back to Castagna. I do get me 26 and me 27 mixed up. 1-0 to Southampton, says Shane. Southampton are slowly coming round. Everybody was having a go at Nathan Jones. Actually, they seem to be turning it around slowly. That's bad news for West Ham and Everton. It's a corner now to Leicester. They've got virtually every player back, Brighton. Tielemans with the corner on the near side. Whips it in. Not a bad corner. Oh, it was headed back there. Was it Faze, I think, that headed it back in? Thomas that headed it back in, but it went straight to the goalkeeper. You're winding me up. What are you doing, Shane? You're saying 1-0, then you're saying it's 0-0. Is that another disallowed goal? Don't put the scores in the chat until you know VAR have given it. Otherwise, we just look stupid. Again, Southampton, you got me at it now. Brighton are trying to press Leicester. Leicester doing very well. Leicester can't get the ball out, but Brighton have basically sent it back to the halfway line. Oh. I don't know if I can see what I can see on the scoreline there. But they have gone 1-0 up Brighton. It is Leicester City 0, Brighton 1. Mitoma with a strike on the 27th minute. I've got to say it's probably no more than they deserve. What they just cut through our defence so easily. Oh yeah, what a goal. Yeah, a lot of them are, Shane. No problem. A lot of them are. Mitoma, it was an amazing goal for Brighton. I can't say that it wasn't. But yeah, here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah. Same old. I mean, no. In fairness, I mean, Castagna should have closed him down. He gave him the space to shoot. Number 22 for Brighton, and it was straight into the top corner. Ward wasn't getting to that. Maybe Castagna should have closed him down a bit more. Amate ducked out the way a little bit. But it's 1-0. Japanese flag being waved there. And there's a Brighton player down injured. Yeah, apparently Dewsbury Hall gave the ball away in midfield. Brighton spread it to the left. Mitoma gets it, cuts inside Castagna, and bends a brilliant strike from 20 yards. Castagna had kept him pretty quiet to that point as well. But we've got Lallana was down, but he's up and walking now, so we should be kicking off again soon. Top doesn't look happy. John Rudkin doesn't look happy. Susan Whelan doesn't look happy. I'm not seeing Brendan clap yet, but it is early days. Do you think this is why Leicester have taken this match off their website? 29 minutes on the clock. Leicester City 0, Brighton 1. And you can't say it's not deserved. I tell you what, Walsall, I'm dreading that next week. I am totally dreading it. I can't see where the points are going to come for Leicester between now and the end of February. Lallana's gone off for Brighton. Veltman has come on. Number 34's come on to replace Lallana. That's Veltman for Brighton. I can't see where these points are going to come from between now and the end of February. I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, giving the ball away. Yeah, there were, Terry. I said the same. Unfortunately, stood off him and allowed that shot. That's what I thought, David. Should have put more pressure on him. What Mitoma just did is what I want to see Barnes do on his left side. I mean, it was an amazing goal. Don't get me wrong. Can't take anything away from the guy. What the hell was Castagna doing? Watch the team switch off now. These are players, and this is my worry. As good as this new signing is, how long will it take for Brendan to make him? Oh look, Brendan, fucking bell end. I wish somebody. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to just go up now to Leicester, buy a load of fish, and just every time he claps, throw one at him. And Bournemouth are winning, apparently. So that's all the fuck we need. Nottingham Forest, you can't even do us a favour. Pratt's injured. Oh, great. Pratt's down injured. Just what we need, eh? Leicester are down to 16th as it stands. Wolves have got a game in hand on us as well. We've dropped below Leeds on goal difference. We're on -8 there, on -7. I wish he was. I wish he was. Of course, he was at the Forest Leicester game, but he lives just outside Nottingham, apparently. And that's his sort of his local team. So he's always going down there. Win probability, Leicester's win probability, 18%. Is that fucking high? Honestly. Maddison's warming up. Pratt's got a problem with his right foot. He's having to come off. Soyuncu is warming up. It looked like Daka was warming up as well. Can't argue with that, Matthew. Can't argue. Please, Brendan, will you please just get out of my club? Pratt is off. He's only fucking been on 30 minutes and he's injured, and all Brighton's on. Vestergaard sat on the bench there thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? I think you did. I think you did. I guess because Pratt's been playing on the wing and or Brighton, I suppose he can get the crosses in, but I don't know. I don't know. So every player we've got now is a sick note. Yeah, what is, I mean, and I say, I've said this a few times, it's got to be down to the training. It has got to be down to the training, which is down to the bell end. Just leave, Brendan. Do us all a favour. We appreciate what you did, winning us the FA Cup, getting us into Europe, but time's gone. Because, like I said, he can't say it's the injuries to the players, because the players that aren't injured, like Soyuncu, you don't play. I hope this new player's got an insurance policy, because fucking Brendan will have him on the sick bed after 30 minutes playing. We couldn't pass Wind, Gray. We couldn't pass Wind. West Ham have gone ahead. I tell you what, I'd have Frank Lampard now over Brendan Rodgers. I'd have anybody over Brendan Rodgers. I'd have Coco the Clown over fucking Brendan Rodgers. That's probably put us, has it put us into the... So Bournemouth 1, Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham 1, Everton 0, Jared Bowen. So as things stand at the moment, I'm just waiting for the table to update. Which it isn't doing. Oh, we've equalised! Leicester have equalised! I do not believe it. I do not believe it. We have equalised.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
No, I don't think we did. Oh, my God.
I don't believe it.
Brighton. Oh, Brighton has equalised. Oh, my God. Oh, Brighton has equalised, and it is 1-1, everybody. 1-1. Goal! Off the bench, on the score sheet, Mark Albrighton, Leicester City 1. Let's have a look at the goal here. It's down to the far side. Barnes, chips it in. Yeah, well, it was the third attempt, third shot. It was 3 shots on goal. Barnes, I think he brought it. Oh, there we go again. You know, he has the same clap whether we're losing or we're winning. Oh, Brighton. And I've got to say, we don't deserve it. We do not deserve it. But there you go. We'll take it. It's a goal for number 11, Mark Albrighton. Somebody said earlier, why Mark? Wow. They're fuming. So it's Luke, Barnes runs at the defence, takes a shot, cannons off the Brighton defender. Can't see. Vardy was in the way, but Albrighton, he left it for Albrighton. But is it going to be VAR? Are they ruling it offside? That can't be offside, surely. Put the lines on. Put the lines on. It stands, yeah. I thought it had to. I could see that wasn't offside. I thought, if anything, it might have been Vardy in the way of play, but 1-1, it stands. Ho ho. One, ladies and gentlefolk. Mark Albrighton. You never know with VAR here, but you never know. Pratt injured and all, but yeah. It stands. Says Gray. More luck. A master stroke by Brendan. Yeah, I don't think so. 40 minutes. Matthew, Mark is the man. He always plays with a sense of urgency. Is it just me, or does anybody feel we are lucky? Well, I don't think we deserve that, but I'm going to take it. Maybe that is the bit of luck that we need just to turn the season round, possibly. So we're back up to 15th at the moment. If we were to win this, we would go above Nottingham Forest. Come on, Leicester, don't concede now. 5 minutes to go to half-time. And way over there by Brighton. Gray, you've got my sense of humour, mate. Love it, love it. Come on, Leicester. Come on, Leicester. More like Brendan Batson. Yeah, that was a way up and over from Brighton. I mean, sometimes you need a bit of luck. We always say you need it to go in off somebody's arse and all that sort of thing. I mean, it wasn't luck because it was onside. So you can't say that, actually, in fairness, you can't say that was luck. That was deserved. In fact, David's just agreed with me there. No, I can say, David, I was just thinking maybe it wasn't luck. Yes, it was. It was. Barnes, I thought, first shot was never going to get anywhere. We were looking at it the way it came off the player, but we made our luck with that one. So we did, But overall, in the big scheme of things, I think we're lucky to be 1-1. We need to improve on that goal now. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Well, at the moment, my 1-1 is on. I have a feeling it might not end that way, though. So at the moment, as things stand, Nottingham Forest, 13 with 20 points. 14th, Bournemouth with 19. 15, Leicester City with 18. 16th place, West Ham United with 18. 17th place, Leeds United with 17. 18th is Wolves, but they've got a game in hand. Leeds have got 2 games in hand, in fairness. Southampton are in 19th on 16th. Everton are bottom on 15th. Are we saying goodbye to Frank? And have West Ham just scored a second? As Leicester come down the far side, it's out for a Leicester throw-in. "43 minutes gone. I haven't seen that second goal yet. There we go. West Ham 2, Everton 0. Surely we are looking at the end for Mr. Lampard. Gerard Bowen. At Southampton and Villa, players are called off due to a drone. There's a drone inside St Mary's and the players have been called off the pitch by the referee 5 minutes before half-time. Oh, that is cheating. That is cheating, Brighton. You're a fucking cheat. The Keenan Dewsbury Hall caught the guy on the shoulder and he went down holding his face. This is what VAR should be used for. Four minutes added on. You know what that means, guys, don't you? Cowabunga! 4 minutes in injury time. Oh, Mr. Reliable, Mark Albrighton equalising. West Ham are 2-0 up. BBC say Frank Lampard is going to be furious. I think the fans might be more furious, to be honest with you. So West Ham equal now on goal difference with us. Oh no, not. Apparently they're on -8 now. If it's updated. Surely Frank Lampard is getting sacked. Surely. We love a bit of cowabunga, Gray. You know we do. You know we do. Lampard is a terrible manager. Well, that's some score for Everton. Gray, indeed. Indeed. So 2 minutes into the 4 added on. Tielemans there, but it's back to Amati. Back now to Tielemans. Comes forward on the near side. Gets the ball through, but it goes out for a Leicester throw. Castagna takes it quickly. But he's sent back. He's got to take it again because he was in the wrong position. He sits down. It's with Faze at the back to Amati. We've got like a back three at the moment there. Castagna comes back now. I know that ball's gone forward. I don't know where it's going to go to do a defender for Brighton who kicks it forward. Amati claiming he did nothing. He's going to get a booking. Is he? No, he's not. Thought the referee was going for his pocket there. Fair play. 1-1. We're coming up to the last minute of the half. Just over 3 minutes in injury time played. 4 minutes allowed. It's Brighton just inside the Leicester half. And that's it. I think that's half time. No, it's not. The way the Brighton are playing, they keep standing still as if nothing's happening. And I think, he's blown for half time, and it hasn't. It's just that the Brighton players, they're playing like I think 5 miles an hour. I am really surprised at the way Brighton are playing. Wish Victor was bombing forward, says Gray. Now it is half-time. It is half-time, ladies and gentlefolk. It is 1-1. Matthew says Will McAllister still has the gaze in the mouth when his second half started. I'm taking bets. Will McAllister Will McAllister still have the goals in his mouth when the second half starts? I don't think so, because it never hit him in his mouth. Well, 1-1, half time. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Half time, Leicester 1, Brighton 1. Half time, West Ham 2, Everton 0. We are looking at, I think, Lampard losing his job. Southampton are still 0-0, but they're obviously a bit behind because of the drone. And Bournemouth are still leading Nottingham Forest. They've got 5 minutes of an injury time there. So it is half time. As you can see there, it is 1-1. Marco Brighton equalising. After Minamino, I've got to be honest with you, it was a fantastic goal. It really was. It is half time. It means that I need to, yes, Gray's off to trample the flowers. I'm off to water the flowers, and I'm going to probably drop the kids off at the pool as well. So I will be back in about 5 minutes. Please do not go away, because we will be back and doing the second half. This game, it's a long way from being over. And I honestly say it could go either way. Half time, as it stands at the King Power, it's Leicester City 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. And we'll be right back after this.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts. From Aldershot to Manchester.
From the Conference to the Premier League.
From San Marino to Brazil. If it's football, we'll talk about it on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Subscribe and join in. You know you want to.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
The Premier League is back and we've got it all covered here on Leicester Till I Die TV. Subscribe.
Yeah, please do subscribe if you are new, and welcome back everybody. How the devil are we all doing? So, there we go. Let me just do that. So it is 1-1, Anthony. Thank you for popping on. How the devil are you? I'm calling it now, says Matthew. McAllister will come out wearing a neck brace. I don't know if anybody ever watches Doc Martin, and I know it's finished now, hasn't it? But I used to always watch that with my girls growing up. I can't believe they were like down here when we started watching it. I'm just catching up the last series with my daughter, and I love Mrs. Titchell. She's always got that neck brace on. That'll be McAllister in the second half, Matthew. You've probably got no idea what the hell I'm talking about, have you, really? So it is 1-0 between Leicester and West Ham. Thank you for watching. This is Leicester Till I Die TV. If you are new, please do subscribe. It really does help us, as does smashing that like button if you are already subscribed, or even if you're not, just hit that like button. It just get the channel seen on home pages of people that aren't subscribed to us. We've gone 1-1, which is the score I predicted. I predicted 1-1. Brad went for 3-0. Gray went for 2-2. He went for Desmond. That's still on. Steve went for 2-1 to Leicester, which is still on. Verdon went 3-1 Brighton, which is still on, as indeed is Matthew B's 2-1. Shane went 5-0 Brighton. That's not on. Terry went 2-2, which is still on. Mike's 3-2 is also still on. John Bird's 2-0 to Leicester. Well, that's not quite on. As isn't Matty's 2-0 to Brighton, or 5-0 Doug went. All the half times, obviously, Liverpool and Chelsea drew 0-0 in what I thought was a very, very good 0-0, as good as they are. Bournemouth won, Nottingham Forest 0 is a half time. Obviously, Leicester won, Brighton won, as we know. Southampton 0, Aston Villa 0. And of course, they finally have gone half time. They had a drone over the pitch and the players were taken off. Of course, Leicester had the drone over the training pitch, didn't we? Which caused a lot of controversy. You know, there's some dicks out there. Oh, I've got a drone and I'm going to go and cause trouble with it. Oh, shove the drone up your arse and fuck off. You know, these people think they're like, they have a go at the police. Well, I'm filming you. Well, Film the policeman smashing your face in. You know what I mean? Clonkers. And West Ham are beating Everton 2-0. Are we about to see the end of Frank Lampard's time at Everton? And will he come to Leicester? That's only for Brad. I'm not being serious there, by the way. Ray said, let's hope we don't feel sorry for him second half. And Steve Smart said it's still going to finish 2-1 Leicester. Tielemans special. I'll take that, Steve. I'll take not even getting any points in the prediction league, but there we go. So what's been saying on the BBC? That's 0-0, and apparently not very good. They said the most exciting thing that has happened at St Mary's is the drone. The West Ham 2, Everton 0. Jared Bowen has scored 25 goals for West Ham in the Premier League, with 21 of these being scored at the London Stadium. That's 84%. Well done to him. Everton fans at the London Stadium have got a banner out, and the banner says, "A board full of liars." I don't know Everton. I'm not an Everton fan, let's be honest with you. Everton fans know their club a lot better than I do. The only thing I kind of remember is that Bill Kenwright, who everybody seems to be against at the moment, kept the club going quite a few years ago. Like I say, please correct me if I'm wrong if there's any Everton fans watching. I know you know it better than I do. I am purely going on my fading memory. Forest have failed to score a first half goal in 14 of their 20 games. Only Southampton have failed to score more often in the Premier League this season. Nottingham Forest have a record of 1-0, drawn 1, lost 5 when trailing at half time in the league this season. See, this hurts me, but I really want Forest to win. Come on, Forest. Come on. Everton fans unimpressed. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. So let's have a look at ours. 1-1. Two world-class managers couldn't save the Toffees. Lampard never stood a chance. I honestly feel we did a show the other day, Memory Lane. It's a show that's going out on Wednesdays, probably every 2 or 3 weeks. At the moment, it might start monthly, in fairness, because I have got an interview lined up with David Connolly. That's going to be two weeks on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, the ex-Leicester player. And I'm trying to get one arranged with Ian Hume. And we've also got another ex-Leicester player. There's a few that I've started to try and get on again. So they're going to be Wednesdays at 9. We talked about some of the managers. And do you remember Ian Holloway? Now, Ian Holloway was very old. I think the players are about to come out. So very quickly, Ian Holloway was very much... he was the man that obviously manager that was in charge when we went down. But we'd been so bad for so many years that nobody could have saved us. We were rubbish. We'd stayed up the previous 2 or 3 seasons by the skin of our teeth, and we went down. Holloway, not a bad manager, because the following season he took Blackpool up to the Premier League. So he's not a bad manager. He's just possibly the right manager, but at the wrong time. And it's probably the same as well. Everton, I mean, Lampard is the wrong manager because they need somebody that's got experience for the fight, and he hasn't got that experience. So I think he was the wrong manager to take over from Benitez. But I don't think there's many managers that could save Everton, to be honest with you. You might get a bit of a bounce when they take over, but apart from that, I think Everton have looked doomed last season. They stayed up by the skin of their teeth. Chris, I know it's 1-1, says Anthony, but is Leicester playing well in your opinion? No. It's not the most exciting of games. I tended to say when Mitamina that they're just showing scored a fantastic goal. Full credit to him for the goal. Leicester are just coming out onto the pitch now. It was a great goal he scored. I think we are we lucky. I mean, it wasn't a lucky goal. It certainly wasn't a lucky goal. But are we lucky to be 1-1? I have a kind of a sneaky feeling a little bit. Tearing on Forest, Chris, never thought I'd see it. Mate, you weren't in the prediction show this week. I predicted Forest to beat Bournemouth. Maybe I've killed your chances. Players kicking off. Leicester are all in blue. Brighton are all in highlighter pink, I suppose is the nearest thing I can say. Leicester about to kick off. They are kicking from left to right. No, they're not. They're kicking right to left as we look at it. From the right to the left, it's Brighton that are kicking from left to right. And we kicked off now. Normal rules apply once again, everybody. No spoilers until you've heard me say it on that. Levine was dire. We went through those, didn't we, Gray? We went through those. You did say Craig Levine as well. But I felt sorry for Holloway. No, he's not saying he's the best manager by any means. There's no Pep Guardiola, but he took on a godforsaken task. There's no way he was ever going to. Well, anybody could have kept us up. Gray still says, "Is my 3-2 still on?" Yeah. Oh yeah, we are. Normally we're hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Now let's just see how it goes. Let's keep the faith, shall we? Come on, Foxes, keep the faith. We don't want to keep our manager, but let's keep the faith. If we win this afternoon, it will be the best result of the season. Because they are the best team, if we beat them, that we will have beaten. I mean, we should have beaten Liverpool, of course, but we didn't. But it is what it is. Yeah, great as you say there, keep the faith. So, like I say, Leicester kicking from right to left in this second half. Oh, look at that. Every time you go to Brendan Rodgers, that's all he does. That's all he does. If you want to know if I'm the only one that does that, no, because that's how Brad says he does as well. Brighton coming down the near side. Oh, Thomas got his foot to it, goes out for a throw-in. Brighton coming forward now. They got it back into the centre circle. But it's out across to the far side. Hugging the line, Brighton, but keeping hold of the ball. At the moment, they're just playing passing football. Martin O'Neill is probably the last great manager. Ranieri? I mean, he wasn't, brilliant. Oh, Thomas, great header there. Put it across the goal, but he's lucky it went to a Leicester player, but it was a good defensive header. Ranieri was good for that one season, mate. You cannot deny that. You cannot deny that. Brendan the Seal, exactly. Ash is in. Good afternoon, Ash. How the devil are you, sir? It's been a while. Toffees versus Hammers. Yes. Good win for you lot the last weekend in the derby. I predicted that. I went for Man United win. Oh, no way. He was good for that one season, but the next season, remember where he was taking us? Remember his signings? If you look at him, he has never stayed anywhere more than 2 or 3 seasons. He hasn't. And if you look, when we took over, and I was pleased because I thought, if he could get us, so they hadn't won much, if he could get us sort of, European places, that would be great for us. Obviously, went better than that. But I actually thought he was a good signing. But I remember there was an Italian football expert, and she said, you know, he always goes to places, starts well, and then fades off at the end of the second season and third. And that's what that was, you know, what happened. Well, exactly. You serious, men? You serious? Ranieri, whoa. Indeed. I won't sing it to you. Yeah, power thought. I mean, it was a good free kick, but my God, right at the end there, I couldn't believe it. Oh, that was a, yeah. Oh, then it's getting nasty. There was a tackle then from a Leicester player, Tielemans, and the referee didn't give it because he got the ball. And then the Brighton players decided to take it out on another Leicester player, and we got the free kick. Ash or Brighton scored versus Brighton. I knew it. Yeah, did you see it on the web? No, I don't. He came on as a sub all Brighton for Pratt, who, believe it or not, got injured again. 30. Oh. Is that a penalty? Brighton are claiming a penalty. The referee doesn't look interested, but it's going to be checked. He's sending people away. What's he doing here? Oh, it was Thomas. In fairness, Brighton players are going down like a bride's knickers on the wedding night, but I don't think that was a penalty. Or was it? Did he catch him? Was it enough for a penalty? It's gone to VAR. What is being given here? I'm not sure. We're waiting on VAR. He's coming over now to speak to the Brighton manager. He's booking the Brighton manager. He's booked De Zerbi. He's obviously not happy with something De Zerbi said. He's booked him. Was it a penalty? Well, his leg was dragging out, Thomas. He didn't get the ball. But no, it's not been given. It's not been given. It's a corner. It's a corner. That's a weird one, because had that been at the other end, I would have been screaming for a penalty. But in fairness, yeah. He has, Gray. But it is a corner. A corner to Brighton here. It's chipped into the box, headed away. A good, strong header away. But Brighton have still got it down the near side. This time Thomas gets a throw in. That was lucky. So 1-1, 53 minutes gone. Is a draw? Well, a draw isn't really good enough for us table-wise, but will a draw keep Brendan in his job? That is the question. They don't, in fairness, because it is a long name. But does anybody ever say Wolverhampton Wanderers? Does anybody ever say Manchester United? You don't. You also, Stoll's been booked as well. That was our goalkeeping coach has been booked. You never say Manchester United. You just say United. So I always think that you're referring to Stockport. So I don't know. I'm sure Hove don't want their own team because they'd be down in like the 7th tier or something like that. No, Ash, I would not take a defeat to get him sacked. I don't care how much I hate any manager. I do not want my team to lose to get him sacked. If we win and it keeps him in the job, fantastic. But no, as much as I want managers out, I've never wanted a Leicester manager. I've never wanted to lose a game to get a manager sacked. Obviously, I've wanted managers sacked in different times for different reasons. Well, Taylor, Levine, but no, there's no way I would want that. Pictures of Everton Moss all over the BBC. Stephen Warnock, former England and Liverpool defender, says defeat will spell the end of Lampard. No, never ever, says Gray, agreeing with me about the result, indeed. And Leicestershire, la, 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 says Mike. We haven't exactly got a lot of songs that don't just say Leicester, do we? Castagna on the far side with the throw-in, the bright yellow ball. Brighton have got it back, though. In their own half, just in the centre circle. Remember, Brighton now kicking from left to right. As we look at it and as we face the dugouts. Home dugout is a lot bigger than the away dugout. Oh, Vardy again, very unimpressed for me. I haven't seen that, Ash. I haven't seen that. So no change to the score as things stand at the moment. Brighton could have scored then. They should have been ahead probably. Oh, yeah. It was a good move by Brighton. They cut us open. But that ball, it should have been a goal. And it was one of those Skylab shots. So 57 minutes gone, still 1-1. Where did you see that he'd been sacked, Ash? Quite like that one, Anthony. Quite like that one. How are Bristol City doing, mate? Yeah, I don't know what Vardy's brought to this game. I really don't. Mike says, "Come on, Leicester." Indeed. Let's have a look at the stats as they stand at the moment. Everton have had a chance, but it was a long range Oh, nice. Ashley, nice play by Amate. On to Tielemans, on to KDH. Forward to Barnes. Barnes coming down the near side. Vardy's in the box. Nobody else up with him at the moment. But he pulls it back across, back towards KDH. But Brighton have got all the team back now, virtually. Cross trying to come in from Mark. It doesn't. Is that a corner? So those decisions we're making. Yeah, I think we've got a corner here. It's those decisions we're making that are just questionable from the team. losing 1-0 to Blackburn. Dan will love you, mate. Dan will love you. At the moment, Brighton had 62% possession. Corner comes in. Vase found the far side, heads in. It's still in play. But they've got it now, have Brighton, and they managed to get it clear. On this near side, they're breaking away. Minamino again. Brings it into the centre. Now over to the far side for Brighton. The highlighter shirt sticking out against the green turf. Passing it around. Seven shots for Brighton, 5 for Leicester. We both had 1 on target. Probably shows you why it's 1-1. Quite possibly, Hubert, quite possibly. Couldn't argue with that. And there we go. The stats just come up on the screen confirming what I've said. 5 shots, 5 attempts for Leicester, 7 for Brighton. Both had 1 on target. Scores still Bournemouth 1, Forest 0. Leicester 1, Brighton 1. Southampton 0, Villa 0. West Ham 2, Everton 0. And it's back with the Brighton goalkeeper who passes it forward, and it's at walking pace again for Brighton. A long ball forward though onto the far wing. He gets past the goalkeeper. No, he doesn't. He gets past the defender. He is a good player, that Minamino. He really is. Guys, please remember, if you are new, do please sub to the channel. Would appreciate that. Oh, KDH, you nearly played Tielemans into trouble. Thomas has got it to Barnes on this near side. What can Barnes do with it? Not a lot. He passes it back to KDH, back to Faze, across to Amati. Amati all the way over to Castagna. Leicester being forced back at the moment. Now a long ball forward. Tielemans gets it, brings it down. Lovely ball through. Vardy is away, but nobody's up with him. He pulls it back. Kevin Dewsbury Hall, come on, Barnes. One of you. That's it over. What the hell? Oh, but probably the best move of the match from Leicester. There's no way was that offside. Vardy pulls it back. Kieran Dewsbury Hall chips it in. Barnes. And then Vardy was offside from Barnes, chipped back in. So he couldn't do anything with it. But it is a corner to Leicester. Kevin on the far side going to take it. Chips it into the box. Header on! And it's a goal! 2-1! 2-1 to Leicester! Harvey Barnes scores from the corner. 2-1. 2-1 to Leicester City. Harvey Barnes couldn't miss. Couldn't miss. 62 minutes gone. We are back. Are we? Half an hour to go. 62 minutes. Unfortunately, this is when subs are made by Brendan, and we know what that means. Yeah, we usually concede. The corner comes in. Barnes was just all on his own. Awful defending from Brighton. Who chipped it on? I think it was Vardy that chipped it on. Barnes. Let's just have a look at this in a bit more detail. It's hard when your screen freezes. The ball comes in. Barnes, well, yeah. Vardy, Thomas, I think it came off both of them. Came to the far side and to... I think it was from a Brighton player. Came out to Barnes, who was on the near side, totally unmarked, and it is a goal. It is 2-1 to Leicester City. Harvey Barnes scoring there in the 63rd minute. By heck, we've come from behind as well, guys. Come from behind. What is going on? The world has turned on its head. Take it steady on the pint of vodka. Hey, got to celebrate somehow. Hubert, come on, you foxes. Yeah, indeed. David laughs. Spring Madder's on. I'm sure we will be doing soon. Oh my God, final third again. But then Blue Army, yes. Yeah, come on, Leicester. Kevin assist. Feeling good. It's been a long time, hasn't it, just Jeff? And welcome along for joining us, mate. How are you doing? A bit late, mate. I've got to be honest with you. Where have you been? Don't want excuses. Yeah, I know. I got that excited. I didn't know. It began with B. Look, it began with a B. All right. I could have said Bradford, Burnley, Boston. So it is 2-1 now. What has that done to the Premier League table? Well, let me tell you, we are back up to 13th. We are above Nottingham Forest, guys. Luke has disappeared. Sub coming on for Brighton here. Is anybody warming up? Nobody's warming up yet for Leicester. Brighton have made the substitution. I'm not sure who it was. Not really bothered, to be honest with you. West Ham have just hit the woodwork again. They are going for it. There's goals for West Ham. Everton are throwing everything at them, and West Ham are going to hit them on the counter break if they're not looking. Have you, Jeff? Sorry, mate. You've just been very quiet. Nice to have you. I say I do worry about you. Please don't mess this up. Go for a third goal. Don't sit back. You know Brendan too well. You know Brendan way too well. It's poor. This is how the BBC described the goal. The Foxes turn it round. It's poor defending from Brighton, but Leicester are in front. Luke Thomas flicks on a corner at the near post. It falls perfectly into the path of Harvey Barnes at the back, who makes no mistake with a confident finish. Yeah, I did think it came off Thomas. Bournemouth still beating Forest. Southampton and Villa still drawing 0-0. West Ham, well, Everton are throwing everything at West Ham apparently, but they've got to be careful because West Ham hit the woodwork, and they could get another goal on the back of it. But I still fear for Frank Lampard. Having said that, though, I mean they're 15 points. But you see, they're in 20th on 15th. Leeds are in 17th on 17, but they've played 2 games less Leeds. And I think they play tomorrow, obviously, don't they? But the kitchen sink is on the pitch at Everton. Well, the kid. And I suppose if they got to ask you, Gray, though, right? If they brought the kitchen sink on, do you think you'll get a tap in? Come on, that's the one. Oh God, I'm wasted, aren't I? I should be on all this vodka. Dewsbury Hall is coming off. Madison is coming on. Whoever said that earlier is quite right. Attack, says Mike. Great, come on, you got to admit that was clever. Off the cuff, literally. Maddison is on for Dewsbury Hall. This is what we want. Come on. How long will Maddison last before he goes off injured? 69 minutes gone. Leicester City 2, Brighton Hove Albion 1. Maddison has come on, and it is 2-1. Farah Williams, former England midfielder, says it was a great finish from Barnes. Brighton has been fantastic since coming on. He got Leicester's first goal. He has a know-how and a great way about him. He's brought a difference to the team. At the back post, great finish. Ball bounces up high and Barnes gets over it and puts it away. Leicester have been good, especially in transition moments. It's a very good Brighton team. They've created chances on the counter-attack. We've certainly, this has been a better half for us, and I think we deserve it. 3 changes for Southampton. Jeff said he's also on the vodka tonight, but with dry ginger. How is Ginger? I hope she's well, by the way. Ash says, I've heard the kitchen sink is a bit of a drip. It's a funny old game. It certainly is. Nice one, Ash. So, Brighton on the far side. 70 minutes gone. 20 minutes left, plus obviously an injury time. There's another goal. Southampton. James Ward-Prowse has scored. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0. That is going to change things round. Mike says, don't you dare call me a drip. Surely not. Of course, and don't call me Shirley. Ba-bum. For those that are old enough to remember. I know. When was the last? I don't want to smile too much, but it is nice to see me smile. I don't think I've got much to smile about with the predictions, but I don't care. We're winning. 19 minutes to go. A long ball over there. Castagna tries to get in the way of it, but Brighton still have it. Oh, get it away, lads. Get it away. Still with Brighton. We can't get this ball away. Brighton, we've forced them out. They're back now. Back halfway between the Leicester City half. And it's down now. It's on the right-hand side. The near side. Chipped in. Faze kicks it out. Back upfield. Everybody's back defending for Leicester. Come on, you Foxes. Yes, indeed. So Villa are losing. What a season this is. It is just totally and utterly unbelievable. The table as it stands now at the moment, Leicester are on 20 points. The same as Nottingham Forest, but we do have a hugely better goal difference. Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest are below us in 14th, Bournemouth in 15th. West Ham up to 16th. The bottom 3, as Ward takes this goal kick, the bottom 3 is Everton on 18. Everton on 15. Wolves on 17. Leeds on 17. Southampton are out of the bottom 3. They are in 17th on 18 points. David Moyes is probably thinking, thank God I'm playing Everton this weekend. 20 of you in, please smash that likes button. Oh, is it still 0-0? Is it still 0-0 with Southampton? Did it not count? Oh, wow. Is that 2 goals Southampton have had ruled out, or somebody else have 1 ruled out? When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Coming up to 75 minutes, 15 minutes left. At the moment, Leicester City have had 50 attacks. Brighton have had 92. In the final third, Leicester have only had 24 attacks in the final third. Brighton have had 50. Who cares? We are still 2-1 up. There has been 10 shots for Brighton, 5 for Leicester. But Leicester have had 3 on target. Brighton have had 2. Kicked out there by the Leicester defender, but it ends up it's play on, advantage given to Brighton, who have the ball halfway into the Leicester half. On the far side now, and back again. It is all Brighton at the moment. Leicester have got a lot of defending to do. Can they hold on though? Brighton are going to be coming ahead, but it's a goal kick to Leicester. It has been ruled off. Disallowed goal. Mohamed El Noussi caught Jacob Ramsey's ankle, and the goal has been chalked off by VAR. Whoa. And Douglas Luiz got booked for that, for protesting about the VAR. Haven't seen much of Maddison since he came on. Brighton are through here. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. On the near side with Brighton. Brighton still in their fluorescent, highlighted, whatever colour you want to describe it. Salmon? Do you call that salmon, possibly? Again, still midway in the Leicester half. Chipped up into the box. Headed clear. It's with Mendy. Maddison's got it now. Maddison. Out, and then Maddison gets it back. Maddison coming forward. Maddison's pushed over, surely, referee. No. How? He pushed him. He pushed him quite clearly. He does a bit, Matthew. Yeah. He does look a bit of the old tired side. And Gray, I think he is. I like everything that I've heard about him. And what I like is the fact that the Copenhagen fans, you say Copenhagen, I say Copenhagen. Tomato. No, I'm losing it. I like the fact that their fans don't want him to go. And that's the good thing. That's always a good sign. It's like Perez has been linked away. Are we going to be sad if he goes? No. Can you imagine a Spanish, I think Real Betis, can you imagine one of their fan shows ringing me up and going, oh, look, are you sad to see Perez leaving? No. 77 minutes gone. Leicester City 2. Brighton 1. It's all Brighton at the moment, though, in fairness. They are coming at us. Indeed, Jeff. About to make another substitution. Number 29 is off. Van Hecker is off. Van Hecker, and Lamptey is on. Lamptey is on for Brighton. No more heckling from Brighton because he's gone off. Solly March has just missed another one for Brighton. Came close. Liverpool 0, Chelsea 0. That was a result from earlier. Free kick to Leicester. Maddison gets it this time. Big smile on his face as he gets up. Finally got a decision gone his way. Bournemouth 1. 79 minutes gone in this one. Forest 0. Leicester 2, Brighton 1. Southampton 0, Villa 0. West Ham 2, Everton 0. I did actually say that a draw would be good for us between West Ham and Everton, but it's not to be. Oh, Brighton has made a difference. I've got remember in the Great Escape year. Oh, Brighton came on, was finally picked by Nigel, and suddenly we started playing well, and we had the Great Escape. So is this going to be a free kick here? Well, it is going to be a free kick. Yuri takes it short. Luke Thomas here. Into Barnes. Barnes. Oh, it was too short. Too short for Maddison. He couldn't get to it. That was poor by Barnes. Maddison could have been on. BBC are asking, is this the final 10 minutes of Frank Lampard's Everton reign? Brighton again coming forward. They're attacking. Oh my God. A chip there from the Brighton player. And I'm thinking like, I didn't see Danny Ward move. Danny Ward just stood there. I thought he's going to chip over him. But thankfully he went over the bar. Lamptey there with that one. It is all Brighton, Ash. You are quite right. The Leicester fan nipping to the toilet there, I think. He surely can't be leaving early. Even I used to leave early because I had a 4-hour drive back down to the south coast. But at least I waited until about the 89th minute. I stood at the bar waiting to leave. Thankfully, the stewards knew me. And they let me just wait there so that I could get straight out. Otherwise, it was an extra hour virtually onto my journey. Remember it well, Gray? Yes. Yeah. I think it was all Brighton's misses, wasn't it? They did something that upset Pearson. Barnes again gives the ball away. You can't keep doing that. Vardy fouls. How come Vardy is still on the pitch? What has Vardy done today? Absolutely nothing. No, do it again. Forest are throwing everything at Bournemouth. Saint Ash says, to be fair, you're only 10 points off Brighton, who are 7th. Europa League awaits. Oh dear. If we're getting Nacho on, then we've got to keep Vardy on or bring Daka on with him. Let that one go out. Yes, they do. Because you can't bring Nacho and have him on his own. He can't play on his own. I tell you what, though, Ash, we did a review show of the year, and I've got to say we had Manchester United in the top tier for exceeding expectations. They've had a good season, mate, and I think you could get top 4. I really do. I'm not sure. I don't think you'll win it, but I think you'll be top 4. I think Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and Man United. I'm not sure of the order. Every time I think Man City have blown it, they come back and stuff Tottenham. That was a shame, wasn't it? Yeah, still not. That's true. Still 19 games to play. 2-1, anybody's game, says Gray. Yes, it is. My prediction's out the window. Oh. Bad clearance there from Amati. Thankfully, it hit a Leicester defender and just dribbled back into Ward's arms. Ward's able to pick it up because it wasn't a pass back. Oh, Forest have equalised. Luke's back. 1-1. You were throwing everything at it, I think, Luke. I do believe. 82 minutes gone. Can Leicester hold on? I honestly, I'm more nervous than I was at the cup final. They're coming forward again, Brighton. Are Leicester able to hold on? No, they've got a shot. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Sorry, guys, I went forward and knocked my camera off. A shot from Brighton. It was going in. Ward was going the wrong way. It hit his knee and went out. Oh! And the corner comes in. Ward goes up, collects it, and he does a Pickford and falls down and holds on to it. Wow! God almighty. Maybe somebody up there is just looking down at us. We didn't do that one. The memory lane one we did, Ash, was we did just looking back at sort of, because Brendan's doing badly, we were looking back at other managers and other managers that weren't so popular with fans. Ward's doing well. Yes, he is. Sub says Gray. No, Matthew, sorry. Yeah, indeed. I think he'll be gone as well. I think he'll be gone. Vardy coming off with 5 minutes to go. 85 minutes. Vardy's coming off. I don't know what he's done. Fair play to him. Oh, wow. Close the Seagull down. Villa have now gone ahead. Against Southampton. Whoa. That's a game that's Ollie Watkins has scored. Daka's coming on. Daka is coming on. Let's hope he just do something against the tired Brighton defence here. And they are coming forward so much they might leave a gap back at the back for Daka. Can Daka exploit it a la Moscow? It's been a while. Vardy off number 9. 20 on Daka. Can he do what he did against Moscow? We just need that break, the ball to fall to him to run through the defence with his speed. The defence must be tired. But Villa have scored. Villa 1, Southampton 0. And it was Surridge who scored for Nottingham Forest. Not their favourite player, I don't think. Sam Surridge. Let's hope so. It would be nice, Gray. Not another one, mate. Although I haven't said that. Come on, following Leicester. Villa have scored. So what does that mean below us then? We shouldn't have to be looking at teams below us, but that's the position we are in. Southampton are back bottom on goal difference. They're 5 goals worse off than Everton. Guys, I said no spoilers. "87 minutes, Brighton equalise. Great, I'm sorry, mate. That shouldn't have been you that was blocked. It jumped, so forgive me, Gray. David, you're blocked. FIFA, you're blocked. Spoilers, both of you. You know you don't do that. And it will be I will give in consideration to both of you to be blocked fully from the channel afterwards. I think the Brighton manager is about to have an orgasm down the pitch. Great, forgive me. I don't know how many times I've got to say to people, do not give fucking Oh, bloody hell. Maddison's down injured now. Do not give spoilers out. It isn't fucking hard, is it? Yeah, but I hadn't read it out. The rule is until I read it out. Because I hadn't seen the graphic. I think it's too late now. We're into the last minute. Four minutes extra time. 4 minutes injury time. Thank you, Luke. Well, it was all looking good for us for a while. We're back down underneath Nottingham Forest now. So it's Maddison with the free kick. Headed out by Brighton. All Brighton's got the ball. He's going to go out for a Brighton throw-in. I didn't notice you, but I didn't notice. There's a throw-in now. Leicester couldn't get the ball through. It's funny, isn't it? You start the game, you go, I'd have taken a draw. When you let a goal in like the 87th minute, it kicks you in the teeth. West Ham have beaten Everton. Oh, come on, Mr. Oh, it's a free kick here for Leicester. And a booking. A booking for McAllister. I didn't know. Did anybody see if he still had his goals in his mouth? Oh, yeah. I mean, he was typical Argentinian dirty bastard. He took him out there. No wonder he's Argentinian. And McAllister misses the next match now. Serves him right. If Maddison scores this, bloody hell, I think the ground will erupt. The 4 minutes are up, and there's going to be extra time added on for Brighton messing about with the wall here. Maddison, after all that, straight at the wall. I said he's not played for how many weeks, has he? It's all over. It's full time, and it is Leicester City 2, Brighton 2. Wow. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, would we have taken that at the start? FIFA, you want Brendan to stay? Right, that's because we're worse than you with him in charge. You know, you look at these games and you think, yeah, at the start I would have taken a draw. I mean, I predicted a draw, obviously, but you know, when it comes down to it, 87th minute, it went in off the post. It went in off the post. Not in off the red. He plays for Chelsea. But in off the post. But, you know, as you look at it, at the league table, Leicester now sits in... Where are we with Leicester sitting 14th. 3 points, behind Forest. West Ham are below us on goal difference by 1 goal. Leeds on 17, but have got 2 games in hand. Wolves have got a game in hand on 17th, but they are playing Man City, so I'd expect them to lose that. Bournemouth on 17. Everton on 15, and Southampton at the bottom on 15. We are 1 point off the relegation zone. 1 point off the relegation zone. We are. We know we look like we're all right up the table, but we're not. But yeah, shame. But I could say it's annoying because we would have taken that at the start. But there we go. Disappointing end, but at least we have stopped the rot to take a point at the start. But the games we've got coming up are going to be harder than that. I mean, if we have a look who we've got coming up, it is absolutely scary. Anyway, congrats. Steve got it right. Gray got it right. Terry got it right. All of you went for 2-2. I went for 1-1. Almost got it right. We were so close, guys. So close. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but he's got to go. Yeah, we can't hold on to leads. It's not often we get leads, is it? I think that's what confused us. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like I say, if you are new, please do click that subscribe button. And please also smash the likes button. I'm going to be back. What time is it? 5 o'clock. I'll probably be back at 6:30 when we will be doing the post-match show with Brad. And there'll be plenty to talk about, I am sure. So thank you very much to everybody that spent the time, shared the time to spend with me this afternoon.
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Join me 6:30 with Brad for the post-match show. Thank you very much. 1-1. Would have taken that, but it is very, very, very hard to swallow. Take care, guys. I will see you in an hour and a half. Goodbye now.
That's all, folks.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.